Hello all, my name is Deepak Kumar. In today's session, we will be learning about artificial intelligence in most easy way. This being a beginner session, I don't want you to go into complex algorithms of artificial intelligence, but we will try to learn artificial intelligence in an easy way with practical examples. So let us start the session. Let us start with the contents which we'll be working on. So we will start with AI applications. So this first topic I'm taking because I want you to see the practical examples of artificial intelligence which are affecting us in real life. After that, we will go into introduction. Then we'll go into comparison with human intelligence versus artificial intelligence. So we will see how human intelligence work and how artificial intelligence are trying to copy them. And then we will go in some details about artificial intelligence. And finally, we will discuss about history and branches of AI. So let us start with the examples first. First example is smart cars by Tesla. You would have seen this so many times in the news that cars are coming. Just to give you an information that in US, Tesla has been extensively working on smart cars and more than 50,000 cars are already operational and testing at a certain place. So how it works, the intelligence is fed in the car and from source to destination, it works as a driverless car. So you sit in the car and the car automatically drives you through the traffic, taking all the turns and seeing the signals and everything and takes you to the destination. So this is a totally driverless car and working on artificial intelligence. So this is one of the very good examples of artificial intelligence. Now let us come to Google Assistance. So Google Assistance is already in your mobile phone or in your laptop also. If you try to ask anything from Google Assistance, it immediately searches the things and able to assist you. In fact, not only searching the things, many operations you can do using Google Assistance, like calling somebody, writing something in a WhatsApp or sending some WhatsApp message. Next example, which is a very good example in our real life, is online ad network. You would have seen that in mobile or in laptop, all the networks examples which are coming to you are actually relevant for you. So how it works? It briefly goes into your history and tries to find out what kind of person you are and what are your likes. So based on your likes, it gives you those ads which are relevant to you, or you might be liking them and might be buying something from that place. For example, if you like garments, then the garment ads will be displayed to you. So this is a very effective example of artificial intelligence. Let us go to some other examples which are in real life. Alexa or Siri, this is already taking place in our real life. So Alexa is from Amazon and Siri is from Apple. So these are also assistants which help us in a very good way. Given an example of Alexa, you would have seen that these Alexa devices are already there in our life and you can command them to do various things at your home. You can switch on your TV, you can switch off your lights or phones, all these things you can do from this. And another example is robots. So as robots are working on, all artificial intelligence is built into them and they are trying to get as near as human. So let us now try to come into the AI introduction. What is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence, sometimes also called as machine intelligence, is intelligence demonstrated by machines or programs. In contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans and animals. So what we are trying to do, human is already having intelligence, the natural intelligence, and artificial intelligence is the machine or the programs built by human which are trying to copy intelligence like human. So we will go and study this in detail. Now let us see this example. So if you can see over here, these are all human traits, right? So how humans hear? Through hearing it. And for this, every corresponding examples are available in the intelligence side. So for hearing, we have speech recognition in artificial intelligence. So this is a standard term called as speech recognition or statistical learning. Then we have read and write. So for read and write, we have NLP in AI, which is called as natural language processing. Then humans can view from eyes and process. So for artificial intelligence, we have computer vision and image processing. Then humans can understand the environment and move. Similarly, we have robotics in AI. Then we have view objects and group and recognize. So humans can view the objects, they can group them, and then they can recognize what this is. So for this, in AI, we have pattern and object recognition. Then we have self-learning from environment. Humans keep on learning from the environment. So for this, we have machine learning in AI. And then we have human brains. For this, we have neural networks and deep learning. Now, the last thing is history. So humans can remember the history and act upon them. So in AI, we have recurrent neural network. So all these terms are there which are corresponding to human traits. So hope you have got some idea about artificial intelligence. Let us go into deep details now. So first now we'll be discussing is what AI is all about. So AI can be divided into four parts, which is equivalent to human working. So you can compare with human working. The first is reasoning. Humans have reasoning. So artificial intelligence is also working on the reasoning. Then second is learning. Humans constantly learn throughout their life. Similarly, artificial intelligence is also trying to learn and adapt to the things. Third is problem solving ability of human. So this thing is also coming up into artificial intelligence where artificial intelligence is helping to problem solve many of the things. And then lastly is the perception. So humans have perception, right? They are able to um, perceive the things. And similarly, this thing is also available in AI. Let us go into the history now. So World War II is the one where first AI started. So World War II was there in 1939 to 1944, and first time this technique was used to break German communication. And Alan Turing is the person who is credited with first official startup of artificial intelligence, who published a paper in 1950 saying, "Can machines think?" So there we can say that officially where AI started, and this we are still discussing on. So years and years we are still trying to think of, can machines think? So in AI, golden years were in 1956 to 1974, where most of the work happened and proceeds happened. Then the Dartmouth workshop is credited with working scores of work in artificial intelligence. So they worked on computers, solved algebra word problems, providing theorems and learning to speak English. Now let us discuss on branches of AI. So there are various branches of AI which you can see on the screen. So we will be discussing them. First is computational creativity. So name also indicates that through computers, the creativity is trying to happen. Then second is machine learning. Machine learning topic I have already covered in my previous session. So I would request you to watch this session and know about what is machine learning. Then is neural networks, which is trying to work on the pattern of human networks, human brain, and it is trying to copy. Then we have fuzzy system. So what is fuzzy system? It is method of reasoning, which we discussed in the last few slides, that it is a method of reasoning that resembles human reasoning. Then we have evolutionary computation, including evolutionary algorithm, genetic algorithm. So algorithms are part of this. We have already discussed this also in machine learning also. So algorithms remain a part of AI. Then we have probabilistic methods, which say that when we are unsure of predicates, errors are expected in experiments. So similar thing happens in AI also. And finally, the chaos theory. So what does chaos theory tells? That within randomness of chaotic complex systems, there are underlying patterns, interconnectedness, constant feedback loops, repetition, and self-similarity. So this indicates that even if there's a lot of data, complex data, and you are not able to see the things, still AI can work out to find out the patterns out of it, or it can try to find the repetition or any similarity and try to guess the data and present you with the results. So friends, this brings an end to our session. I hope you like the session. I request you to subscribe to our channel. I will be posting one more video on this intermediate part, this being a beginner session. Thank you very much.